Our brother, Francis Ngannou, that the white call Ngannou, has now come out openly to actually voice his concern in the just ended presidential election. Francis Ngannou was asked a question that what does he think about the political climate of Cameroon? Peaceful? Francis Ngannou said Cameroon is not that peaceful, that people are afraid, people are being adopted, people are being abducted and are being jailed for their political right or for voicing concern over the election. Francis Ngannou also said that if he was to vote as president, if he was to vote for a president, in all fairness, he would not have voted for President Paul Biya. Not because he hates President Paul Biya, not because he doesn't love President Paul Biya, but he said that, to be honest, President Paul Biya has ruled for 43 years and that there's nothing more again to do than to go and rest. He said that if he was to be the son or the grandson of President Paul Biya, he would have asked him to rest because at that age right now, President Paul Biya is 92. Next February 13 will make him 93 years. At that age, he should rest. I'll play this video of Francis Ngannou. He spoke in French. Francis Ngannou also said that he's worried because people in his village Bate called him and they said they are not happy because people are being abducted, they are being arrested. And he asked why. He said they are arresting them for being at home. And he said for not too long a time, Cameroonians were told to stay in their houses. And this he was referring to the Minister of Territorial Administration, who said, if you are not happy with the result of the presidential election, go and cry at home. Cry at home. And when Issa when Chube was saying that people should go out to the street, the minister was also saying that people should stay at home, not to go out to demonstrate. And he said 4 days after, he's surprised that people are now being arrested for staying at home. This is because at that 4 days after, Chuma actually called for a ghost town. It's not him saying this, but this is my interpretation. Chuma called for ghost town. And because Chuma called for ghost town, people stay at home. So Ngannou is saying that, why is it that you say people should stay at home? Now you come and arrest them for staying at home. And he said to him, the system, in all fairness, things should not be this way. Ngannou also noted that the people are hungry. That how do you understand that you have a lot of diasporans who cannot come back home because they are afraid they will be arrested? They will be arrested, and this is true based on data. And you could see that during the 2025 presidential election, it was a sanctioned vote in the diaspora because President Paul Biya did not win the sum total of the diaspora vote, which they based on official result from the Constitutional Council. In fact, President Paul Biya won only in Russia with 10 votes different from Chube. 10 votes different. So, when Ngannou made this statement, many were asking that why has Ngannou not spoken? Why has Ngannou not spoken? How will Ngannou not speak like this? Ngannou is speaking like this because it was the same kind of system that made him to use a rough road. He used a rough road because he was running away from poverty in a system that did not provide opportunity for him. Ngannou owed his success not to any government official, but to himself alone and to his God Almighty that blessed him and said, my son. He was not favored at the road of Emmaus. When Ngannou was at Emmaus, Ngannou was not favored. When Ngannou suffered, he was not favored. In fact, after Emmaus, it was only later that when Ngannou became Ngannou, the state assumed him as their son. And that was how Ukwa sang a song, Nkemo, a very popular actor in Nigeria, sang a song that, know me when I'm poor, not when I am rich. You claim relationship, claim relationship. Know me when I'm poor, not when I am rich. You claim relationship, claim relationship. My father is your auntie brother. My late grandfather, senior your mother. We come from the same village together. That time I no go remember. Oh. We come from the same country together. So Ngannou had to speak like this. But now, Ngannou being honest has actually been seen as an attack to those who don't want to hear any contrary views, who believe that their views are superior. When I'm talking about an attack, surrogates of the system have now gone online and started attacking Ngannou. They say, oh, when Ngannou was involved in an involuntary manslaughter, when he had an accident and somebody died, it was the same system that protected him. It was the same system that prevented him from going to jail. Even if you would have sent Ngannou to jail, the highest he could serve is 3 months. The highest is 3 months. Because that's an accident. Why are you sounding like you not sending Ngannou to jail is based on the fact that it's a favor you granted to him? And so, if something is wrong, Ngannou should grant us in favor. I hear people saying that, oh, Ngannou, they are surrogates who think that they are the ones that own this country, are saying that, oh, Ngannou is ungrateful. Ngannou is attacking the system now today. Because how is Ngannou attacking the system? I watched the interview. Ngannou simply gave his opinion. Ngannou did not attack CPDM. Ngannou did not attack the president. Ngannou just simply said what is obvious. And that we cannot build a nation without acknowledging the reality. The reality is clear. Today they are attacking Ngannou. The same Francis Ngannou that they celebrated. The same Francis Ngannou that they said, oh, c'est notre citoyen, c'est notre citoyen. Oh, he saw chez nous, c'est nous. The same Ngannou that was defending Cameroon flag, that he brought the MAA, he brought it, you took it and you snapped pictures with it, you granted him red carpet. Most of you in Turkey, you have been more favored in the system than Ngannou. And that's why I understand why you are talking. You are talking because if you don't talk, you not defend your Gary. Ngannou respected everybody. In that interview, he respected everybody. Leave Ngannou alone. Leave Ngannou alone. Leave him alone. He has said his own. If you think that his opinion is wrong, go and say your own. Stop attacking him or trying to blackmail him that, oh, il a fait un accident, les États, lui, n'a pas lui mis en prison, on avait arrêté la justice, Michel, Yeah. Ngannou was not favored by anybody. Some of you to even go and play football, your name is Godfather. Ngannou did not use Godfather in his success. I know the next thing that you people may want to do now is start attacking his business legally, start saying that, oh, let us look at the laws, let us look at the land he had, let us look at this so that we can pin him, we can do this. But that is not how you build a country. He gave an honest opinion. He did not attack any political party. He did not attack any political class. Because the next phase, I'm hearing the surrogate of the system and now saying that, oh, il a conçu là-bas, on doit regarder s'il paye ses impôts, s'il fait cela, s'il fait cela. Je damn. C'est quoi ça? Quand on dit qu'on est dans un pays de démocratie, on doit accepter certaines opinions des gens. Pas pour massacrer les gens, pas pour faire comme si quelqu'un donnait une autre opinion, cette personne-là c'est un diable. Je ne suis pas obligé d'être avec vous. Mais je vous respecte. God is respecting everybody. I heard somebody say, it was thanks to this person at this office. That Ngannou is not in prison today. Yeah. Some of those who are still talking about blah, 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 blah. Ngannou, see here. Leave Ngannou alone. Leave him alone. He has said his own. If you build a system that works, it's the opportunity you have won. You have won the election. So why don't you challenge Ngannou by telling those whom you campaign for, who won the election, to say, okay, you know what? We are going to build a system that works. We are going to make... Do you know how many Cameroonians are dying at the Mediterranean? Do you know how many Cameroonians are dying at the desert? Do you know how many Cameroonians are dying at the hands of traffickers just because they want to go and make ends meet? If Ngannou had actually had an accident before on his way along the Atlantic Ocean or the desert, we would have been celebrating him today. While we are celebrating Eto'o in the football field, I will tell you that Ngannou has put Cameroon in a limelight too. He should be respected. For no other thing, he had a choice to take the nationality of France. He had a choice to take any country's nationality, but he decided to maintain his Cameroonian nationality. That is the least. Just for that reason, you must respect him. He has done what you guys have never done. Some of you are specialists in embezzlement, specialists in corruption, but he actually went in combat, brought the flag of Cameroon, put it on the limelight. In all opportunity, he decided to maintain the flag and to say, I come from a faraway home. That home, county, va debout et jaloux de ta liberté. Today, when we sing the French anthem, when we sing it in French, Au Cameroun, nos ancêtres, va debout et jaloux de ta liberté. La liberté, what does that mean? It means you should be free to say, to assume your responsibility. Today, people are attacking Ngannou. Le moment viendra où ça va changer. Le moment viendra où ça va changer. 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 Le moment viendra où ça va changer.